Good evening, madam, and I'm Deepti Patnaik from IIMT. And as we all know that women manage well than men, and we have got a best example in front of us. And she is HR manager as well as associate professor of some IMS, right, madam? So,
Yes,
pardon me?
IMS in some hospital.
IMS and some hospital. And now let's start a session. Let's have interaction with her and let us know more about her career as well as professional, personal life as well as the professional life. Madam, I'll be asking you a few questions. This about the students' career and what the students must be knowing about, or where the students think they should be focusing more on to have a good career in HR if they're having any interest in the HR. So we all at IIMT would like to understand you as a person, like where you were born and about your family and about your personal life and as well as your professional life. How is it going on and all? Can you please give us a slight your explanation about your career and all?
Yeah. Thank you, Deepti. We'll start with, let me start. I'm Dr. Aurolipy. Presently, I'm working as a associate professor. I'm also taking the classes of management students, hospital administration specialty, along with the HR fraternity in the IMS in some hospital and quality department, also head of the quality department. Thing is that I have started, I have run and brought up here in Bhubaneswar. I've started, my schooling is from DM school, demonstration and multipurpose school. And my college is from Ramadevi Women's College. And from Utkal University, I have done my MBA. So being associated with this university, I have been working since 2004 with the Amazon Sam Hospital, when the hospital has just initially started. From that point of day, I was been associated with this. I have done my PhD from this university. And from 2004 till continuing, my journey is continuing still in this university.
So, madam, as a student, what were your interests like? We would like to know about your school days and student life also.
Actually, at that time, when I was studying with her, the DM school, that is a CBSE school, and there is a number one school at that period of time. So we are having a various diversity of the students from various, like from out of Odisha. So diversity of students was there. So interacting with the students and others, generally I was having an interest in the civil services. Then second, a second option was there with a management degree, like with being a faculty or with a working in the corporate sector. That was my dream while working over there. In fact, I was also cleared some papers in the main session of OPSC. But at that time, what happened, there is a lack of training was available in Odisha. And my parents doesn't allow me to go outside to take the training to the session like in that way. So I didn't get that much of opportunity. But second option, then I went for this management studies and to work in the corporate. And after that, doing this course, I got married and I've worked with some corporate sectors over here, like in the Electrolux Private Limited, Electrolux Limited, then BPL India Limited. After the completion of my course, then after that, I have joined over here, and since 2004, I'm working with this institution.
So, madam, to say you mean that you had a passion apart from civil services to be a HR manager also. So you worked upon your passion to become the person what you are right now.
Exactly.
So we can say that when we have got passion to do any work, then we are going to achieve it by any means.
Definitely, the achievement is there.
So, madam, can I know one thing, that when we are talking about this management studies and all, whatever we study in the management, do you think that will there be any significance or about the theoretical knowledge what we gained during our college days? Do you think that in any ways there is any impact in the practically what you're handling right now?
Exactly. We have. The student has to understand that, because we read all this, the management theories, the concepts, everything whatever you read in the theoretical aspects that in the college, the main important thing is the how to implement this. The implementation part is here while we are working in the organizations. So the theoretical aspects, the motivation theory, how you're implementing that theoretical aspects in your organization, that is the most important challenge. If you understand the conflict resolution, then definitely how you'll implement this in your environment, in which situation, which type of leadership styles and characters and traits are required for the organization. When you're working in the organization, you must understand which type of people are in your teams, how to motivate this type of people, which concepts has to be uh, implement over there, in which situations, that has to be understood. So we are understanding the concept over there, but in colleges also the case studies has been given. So if you understand the case study, then definitely it's easier for you to implement those case studies in your practical works in while you're working in the organization. So every concept is required while working in the organization, but we have to understand the concept and how it is the implementation, the implication of the concept, and how we will implement and in which situation, and what is the need base, what is the requirement, that we must understand first. What is the requirement, then for whom we will implement, what to implement, and how to implement. If you understand this, then we can implement everything in our day-to-day work.
So, ma'am, you are a blend of academician as well as an HR manager of IMS and some hospital. How did you build this path of your journey? Like, how was the experience so far? Is there did you face any troubles or any challenges? I don't say troubles, or did you face any challenges building up this path?
Working in a hospital sector is very challenging because it is a very complex organization. And here, this is
Is there any network issues? ଆପଣଙ୍କର କଟିଲା madam. Madam, you're not audible. Unmute yourself.
yeah.
So was this path having any challenges that you have faced being in, you can say you have got a blend of both the academician as well as being in the corporate side. So what were the challenges you have faced in this hospitality sector?
The hospital sector is a service industry where any type of people, they are coming to this organization, they're not coming for enjoying the place. They're coming with some problems, with something to get from the organization. So in these places, every time the expectation is much more, the patient expectation, the customer's expectation is much more and demanding. And to understand their expectation, to make them understand what is the problem, to know the problems, and to give the satisfaction and to give the exact result, the outcome should be good and make them satisfied is very challenging. So to make this patient satisfied and to get the things outcome based, like get the things what they exactly desire, for that, the manpower resource management, human resource management plays a very important and vital role. Because even though you are having a good infrastructure, you have got everything, but this cannot be possible without a human touch. And here, giving a patient care is basically and totally it's depending upon the human touch. So, better nursing services, better clinical services, better supportive services, anything. Since a very complex organization, so it's very tough, challenging job. The staffs working in the organization, in the hospital, they must understand the objective of their job. Number one. Number two, they must be very communicative. Like the communication plays a very important role. Number three, they must understand the problems of the person who is standing in front of them and asking for any pain or any problem or any solutions. Number four, the technical knowledge, they must be technically sound, they must be clinically sound to address the issues. Number six, interdepartmental and intradepartmental coordination is much, much, much required. That is also one important one. The leadership is important, teamwork is important. So these are the various aspects, various things which is required and very, very challenging. So being a HR, we must first understand that while recruiting the people, they must get a good training. They must have a good empathy towards the work. They must understand why they've been working in the hospital and what is the demand, why the hospital has appointed them. That is an important aspect. Apart from that, they must also have a good communication skill. They must understand the objective of the organization, how to achieve the goal of the organization, and how to achieve the organization, the departmental objective. They must know how promptly the work or the performance of their is required by the organization. These are the basic things: the training, the departmental training, and the mandatory training is required in the hospital. That is for to maintaining a proper quality, consistent quality. So these are very much challenging.
So you had to face all these challenges being in your domain, please, right, madam?
Yeah.
So when we are talking about,
yeah, I'm telling you, but it helps me while working in this organization. So at the ground level, it helps me to get the opportunity, and we are really very hardcore to face those challenges. And this helps me to make me good in the academic, because in academic, the practical orientation is much important than the theoretical aspect. So we have to make the students understand the theoretical theories and how the implication in the organization, the practical aspects. So that is how is it easier for me to make them students understand the practical aspects of the theories of the management.
Madam, when we are talking about the service industry and all, I'm tempted to ask one more question regarding the recent scenario what we have faced, that is the pandemic, 2019 pandemic. So what was the impact of that pandemic on you? Like, because being academicians, we had a different scenario to face, different challenge to face, and being in the corporate and that to a service industry, you might have had different other challenges to face. So what was and how did you handle those challenges?
Like in pandemic, we faced a challenge because in our hospital also, first to how to keep the patient. Secondly, some hospital has got a hospital like from the government, like government of Odisha has given the MOU with some hospitals to have a dedicated COVID hospitals. So we have got not in Bhubaneswar, like Bhubaneswar, Kendrapada, Talcher, Puri, several areas we have started our hospital. And in that situation, initially when you started with the Bhubaneswar, you won't believe our staffs doesn't want to go to because at that time, initial stage, everyone doesn't have any idea about what is this COVID. So this pandemic, to address the issues, we requested the staff, and no one is interested to go to the hospital to manage the COVID cases. So that was a tough, challenging job. We received the patient at that moment of time. It's difficult for our staff to go there. And so initially what happened, we being the seniors, we stand there and we started the hospital being over there to motivate our staffs. Please come and associate with us. There's no issues. We'll provide you all type of support, like the PPE will provide you, provide you vaccine. Will at that time vaccine was not able to provide you all type of medication, all type of support we are there to provide you. But gradually they become understand. They understood the things, and gradually, they have got
Because the
interested.
first phase were very, it was very
Yeah,
dreadful phase for all of us to face.
exactly. At that time, it's very difficult. And I mean, no one is interested. I mean, it's forcefully we have to send the staffs. And initially, the senior most who are with the seniors in the nursing, in the administration, we people went there and stand there to start the thing. So that is what was most challenging.
Madam, how was it from the academic point of view? About the
Sorry?
online classes and all, was there any challenge facing that?
Exactly. In the academic point of view, also, it was a challenging because the students, this platform is good. Right now, the students was acquainted. At that moment,
Yes.
students were not been acquainted. So it was also difficult because most of the students, they didn't get understood all these things. And some area like the students are there, they were having network issues. So many issues were there, which has been addressed at that time. So gradually it becomes a part of the things. Now the students have been acquainted and they want to like this platform has also been good and accepted.
Online learning can be done.
Initial to understand the things and to get it started, it's also challenging.
Madam, from the journey so far in this sector, so you might be certainly having a mentor who might have guided you till here. So can we know, do you have any mentor who has impacted your life, or who has played a role model in your life?
Initially, it was my parents, my father. He was a mentor. Then he gave us all support to my career oriented, like whatever the things I have chosen, I have done, and everything. He has given me full support for that initially. After that, when I joined over here in this hospital, the medical superintendent, Dr. Hemant Kumar Sahu, he was a ex-DMT also. He was having a vision to start this course, like medical course, like the hospital administration course. So at this point of time, at that point of time, there was no provision. We do not know if we will start this course, what is the future of this course. We do not know if you go for the MBA in hospital administration, what was the future. But still, he has initiated, he has given me the opportunity to do the course at Apollo Hyderabad. I went to the Hyderabad Apollo and did the course and come over here and started this course over here in Soha University. And you won't believe, at that time we have started with the 30 students. Right now we are having 120 students with us. And in all over the Orissa, in every district hospitals, we have placed our students are there.
That's great to hear. So lastly, can I ask you the last question of the session, that any piece of advice for the students, upcoming students who are the aspirants of management or master's degree? What would be your piece of advice? Yeah,
I want to tell to the students one thing. You should have a vision in your mind. When you're coming for choosing any course, you should have your vision. If you have your visionary and if you have your vision, definitely you can you can have a goal, you can have your mission to achieve all those things. When you're coming to do anything, be specific in your ideas, be specific what you exactly want to achieve. Secondly, you must understand while studying the things, get into the things and always try to get the things, the logically, the implication of the things. Because that is what is required. What has been taught to you in the class, what has been there in the book, what has been slides. Nowadays, what happened, the students are only asking for the study materials. When we give us the study material, we'll go through that and appear the examination. While choosing the professional course, examination is just for your evaluation. You will evaluate yourself, how much you have acquired, how much you know, what is the improvement that is needed from your side. That is the evaluation. This is not the school examination. Only the base thing is you have to evaluate yourself, make yourself presentable, have a good communication skill, have a knowledge of the logical implication of the decision, logical implication of the theories, have a good decision making practices. These are the most important thing you should have if you want to be an aspirant of management student, because this is what the recruiter wants from you. The self confidence is very important, because when you are joining any organization, they are not asking for any experiences from you. They They only see your compatibility, your knowledge, whether you can know or you can do or not, and your self-confidence and communication. That is very important from your side.
So, madam, even the fresher students who are just passed out their master's degree can be benefited if they will be having a proper communication skills with the proper knowledge.
Exactly.
And madam, do you think that any online studies will anyway be helpful for them?
Any online studies?
Any add-on courses will be helpful for them in securing a good job? Will that be of any importance while selecting the proper candidate?
Yeah. Some courses are required if you have been interested in the IT. Suppose you are doing so many new things has come up like data analytics. Any new courses has come up, you can add on those subjects to whatever the knowledge you have acquired through your course. I mean the 2 years course. The add-on subjects you can take off if you have got any. If you want to venture for any specialization, any specific specialization, if you want to venture, then you can add in some specific courses for that, which has been there available in the online. But generally, in case of like freshers, what happened, the company is hiring you as a trainee, so they are going to give you the training. You do not have any specific knowledge. They are not asking, they know what is your knowledge. They only know what the bit of knowledge, your confidence level, and the way you can take the decisions, or you can do something, and your communication. That decision making, the logical thinking, all this is, it will be helpful for you. So that is most important. You can add in the subjects to upskill yourself, but in being a fresher, this is most important thing.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot. And I would thank you from the whole fraternity of IIMT for being with us today to share your views and also giving a wonderful piece of advice for the students, which I believe is will be very much beneficial for them. And thanks a lot, madam, for being with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you.